Hmm. Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Outer Worlds. I have not played in about a week. I'm pretty sick because of my boss. Shoutouts to my boss.
Captain, let's talk.
Yes, let's.
Hey, got a favor to ask you.
What up?
Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine.
Hmm.
Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry.
Hey.
You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
What up, man? I mean... Well, I definitely don't plan on getting myself killed.
Well, we'll see about that. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
Well... What kind of danger are we talking about here?
Nothing we can't handle.
Alright, well, let's hear it.
I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
Alright. How do you know they're dead?
I saw it happen. Hell, one of them was in my arms at the time. His name was Hayes, and he's our first stop. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to Barry.
Alright. And after that?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then, we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
Sounds fun, let's go.
Thanks, Cap.
No problem. We are mighty thirsty. How about we go for our drink? Let's see what we have. Oh, my FPS tanks. Alright, let's see. Alright, I'll take one of those. Fizzy tea. There we go. Alright, let's just ring around the Mosey or Rosie, and I lost my train of thought. Fuck. Because we still had some things to do. Damn. Alright, let's not steal that. A guy's gonna get angry with us.
Good enough. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
What the hell is this place? Oh. Oh, we stole everything here. That's fine. What is this place?
Fresh blood at last. Stellar bacon.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir. Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
Hey, you having money trouble?
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Why? Do you normally blow your money in Raptidon parts?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Fuck. Why are you buying so much from Sebastian?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
Okay.
Sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Maybe I can talk to him for you. Just ask him on a date.
I couldn't. What if he says no?
You're pretty hot.
Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Well, new business turns up at last.
Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
No, you have a meeting with me.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here?
I'm going on my own path, going where the wind takes me.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
Hey, it could always be both.
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
What exactly are you hoping to accomplish?
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Well, Sanjar looks freer than anyone else in Halcyon. Why not embrace it?
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
That's a coward's answer.
I have people to look after. I need to be practical.
That's why Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
A lot of good that'll do. They'll just find another reason to turn tail and abandon you.
Not if we secure the proper safeguards first.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
Enough preamble. What's the plan?
It's a two-pronged approach. The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
How long did it take you to figure out that you need to defend your city?
Not long, but the devil is always in the details. And the salient detail here is a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Alright. This Bolt 52 sounds useful. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Once you have the Bolt 52, or actually ordnance or ordnance?
An ordinance, of course. We do things in a civilized fashion here. Not like Graham's iconoclasts.
Hey now, they may not shower as much as you do, but they've got their own sort of civil.
So once you have it, what's your other plan?
I'll need to gather some supplemental materials, but I mustn't get ahead of myself.
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in.
That explains.
These days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
That's fine. Why are you saying it that way?
Saying what? Which way?
Arms. You're saying arms instead of arms.
That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what.
Alright. Well, I'm sure I'll know when I find it.
Oh, and while you're at it, There should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Excuse me? I need
What
to ask
can I
you
do for
something.
you?
I'm looking for an information broker.
Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate.
How do I get to Devil's Peak?
You'd head south along the road and look for a mountain to the west. Not that I'd advise it. It's a terribly dangerous trek. But I see you've met Nyoka. Anyone can get you there safely. It's her.
He just wants me out of his bar.
Got a question about MSI in the good old
Then
days.
it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
How did MSI get kicked off the board in the first place?
I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws.
Well, this is why you can't trust corporations and their so-called laws.
It's true, the board has treated us unfairly, but I'd always envisioned things could be different. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2, but back then it was known as Terra 1.
Ah. Wow. I see the board put their best people on Terra 1 and Terra 2. Figure out that
Really?
name.
I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward names. After all, the whole point of terraforming was to make them Earth-like.
Here, though, the results were mixed.
That ain't fair. They didn't leave on account of the hazards. They left on account of their cowardice. The hazards just gave them a reason to put to paper.
Sharp as ever, Nyoka. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out.
No guts, no glory.
That's also what I thought. Oh, we were young and bold then. Not unlike yourself. We saw the chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up.
Reforms are for quitters, Sanjar.
Nonsense! They're good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms.
Who's this us and we you keep talking about?
Oh, well, there were surely other junior executives with more open minds, though none of them had the temperament to handle the paperwork.
Who are we talking about? You're being cagey.
But I was keeping my tone flat and maintaining eye contact. You weren't supposed to notice I was avoiding the subject.
This is why you've never been good with presentations, sir.
Very well. Many, many years ago, Graham Bryant and I used to be collaborators of sorts.
Who?
Graham Bryant. He leads a group of extremists out in Amber Heights. But he used to be as much a part of the corporate machinery as any of us. Much as he likes to forget it.
So he helped you make your case to the senior executives.
Indeed. For all the good it did. MSI's then leadership wasn't enthusiastic. They insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2 along with everyone else.
I hope you gave him the finger.
In a manner of speaking, many of us stayed behind in an act of quiet but firm defiance. As the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI. I moved forward with our planned reforms as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages.
That's low even for
I
them.
don't think I realized how far they'd stoop. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
So, you still... Actually, why exactly do you want to be back on the board?
Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
Yeah, that'd go a long way toward rebuilding our homes.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community, and being cut off means slow strangulation.
Hmm. They've treated you pretty roughly. Is that worth going back?
I'm not a man to put pride before progress. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
Good for you. Actually, just be careful. The board doesn't mess around.
Oh, believe me, I've learned that much. But I'm also not going to leave MSI at a disadvantage. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations.
What's the hazard clause?
It's straight bullshit is what it is. A fabrication rich folks use to preserve their investments by leaving a lot of people here to die slow.
Nyoka has the right of it. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous. For the greater good. Allegedly.
And they invoked it on the Monarch.
Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes. Rather hard to run a business that way.
You used to work with Graham. Why not mention that earlier?
As far as I'm concerned, the less said about Graham, the better. Graham seemed like a reasonable man years ago. We both agreed that MSI's treatment of its workers was untenable. I thought reforms would be enough. I didn't realize you wanted to abolish the corporate system entirely.
I want to talk about something else.
What can I do for you? Then it's good that I keep...
Alright.
What can I do for...
I've got to go. No. Cool the jets. Review guidelines for annual self-review. Select font for annual self-review. Format an annual self-review. Schedule time to write annual self-review. Write annual self-review. Tell studio she's doing an excellent job.
Sure.
You guys stay over there. I said, you guys stay over there. View data. Productivity has continued to improve since relaxing MSI's old restrictions and making allowances for employee benefits such as time off for illness and personal leave. 24.9% reduction in shift lengths and 52.3% more positive feedback. Fishery output is up 15.2% this year, showing a continuing but slowing growth trend. Decreased gains compared to the previous years are likely due to the deterioration of materials and morale, occasional shortfalls in our supplies, and the gradual loss of personnel to marauders, 7.2%. Wow. Hostile wildlife, 10.3%. Okay, and iconoclast recruitment, 17.4%. So that's the biggest reason. Reconciliation with the board remains a long-term goal, but the immediate concern is defending the city from hostile elements. Repairing damage to the city walls consumes approximately 32.8% of our annual budget. The best solution would be an influx of skilled defenders and weaponry, but given the aforementioned factors and their effects on the local population, since a solution remains unlikely. Okay, whatever. Nothing too exciting. Note for revisions. Your report looks excellent. The numbers are front and center, and you highlight our recent production gains nicely. One small adjustment. Could you increase the page margins by 17.3%? I want them to match the formatting of our other reports for maximum readability. Note to Otto. Otto, I've been checking your hours and you're well past due for some time off. Why don't you take a few these days? You spend too much time staring at that terminal.
Navigating to requested location.
I'm not stealing. You're stealing. Wow. Okay. We are getting mighty tired. Yes, I'd like your heavy ammo. Thank you very much. Might as well pick these up while we're at it.
Tether engaged. Returning to customer.
Okay. Let me check this map real quick. I think that's a landing pad. Let's go check that out. More vending machines, of which I will buy all their heavy ammo. Which isn't a lot. It's more than decently enough though.
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
You seem surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
It takes more than a few gunships to scare me.
Wish more folk could say that. Gets awful quiet guarding a landing pad that never gets used. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Alex Hawthorne.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Alright. Is Stellar Bay really that isolated?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
You're not what I expected to find in Monarch.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Yeah, I noticed. Are you saying the board's been lying?
Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
Alright. Gonna have a look around town.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Alright, what?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Alright. You mean this poster right here?
Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Hey, thanks, man. That was worth it.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in.
I already did that because I came from behind you. Aaron Dubois. Dubois. Alright, let's get up there. Call our ship over. Let's hope we can do that. You guys are fast as fuck, boy. Oh, fucking hell. That was worth. Well, let's check this place out, see if it's got any more fat loots. Eh, it doesn't look it. Oh, what the hell is this? Invisible wall? Hello? I hate the invisible walls. Alright. Oh my god, I need to go piss. Verified. Initiating remote landing protocol. Hey, it's our ship. We did it, boys. We did it. Nyoka, I'm going to
Crew
upgrade.
members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
I could not give one fuck. Alright, let's see. Nyoka, which weapon were you using? I don't think I have it on me, right? Oh, wait. Other... Oh, speaking of, I probably should upgrade people. Yep. Base health. Yeah, sure. Give it ammo. Ooh. I like it. There we go. We're probably going to be on the ship for a while. Can I upgrade her weapon? Sure can. We need to get her an outfit. Problem is, I sold pretty much all of the shit I had. We'll figure something out. Felix, have this tossball stick. Inventory. Yeah, whatever on all these guns. This is pretty good to have. I'd like to upgrade this revolver and make it corrosive. So let's check that out right now. We could probably do that. How'd they do that? Oh my god. Oh fuck, I forgot all about this weapon. I really need myself a shotgun. Might actually buy myself one. Actually, let's hold off on... I'd like to have a corrosive shotgun, so let's hold off on whatever the fuck we were gonna do. However, let's check our bin and pull all the weapons out we have and clean a bit. Because while we have so much shit, there's really no point in keeping all of it. Whatever. We don't need all these guns or this tactical shotgun. Fuck it. Might want to keep this cooker though. Keep this as well. Keep that. We don't really need this gun anymore. Just want to make sure I don't delete the weapons I do want to keep. I want to keep that one though. What the hell is this? Oh, Revolver Mark II. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to level up. Maybe... I mean, this gun is pretty good. Don't want to get rid of that yet. Ah, fuck it. Get rid of this shit. Well, we got rid of a lot of shit. That's for damn sure. Okay. We can put some of this crap back. Like this. This. I'll put back the sniper rifle as well. But we need to mod some items. Put back this plasma carbine as well. Not too much of a fan of this type. I like this jock version a lot better. Let's see if we have any armor to give. Nothing too exciting. Let's pull out some of the drink we have. Thank you. Get the saltuna out. Saltuna. And this shit. And this shit. Alright. So we have a bunch of ammo back. Old Reliable is starting to wear out its welcome. But it is light ammo, so I'll think I'll keep it on me. How much does this weigh? 5 kilo? That's fine. Alright. So what the hell does this item do? It's only level 11. I don't think I want...
enjoy watching.
I'll get rid of this, really. And I'll put this pistol here and put our sniper rifle in place.
For hours on end, Captain. It's quite entertaining the way you drool and whimper.
What? Alright. So, we were gonna modify our gun. How are we gonna do this? I like the critical damage idea. Magazine. I want it to be N-ray? No. Corrosion. And then I want not a 6x scope, that's for sure. An X-acto sight. I'll put an extendo sight on it instead. Alright, I like this. So we have a corrosive weapon now. And I'd like to upgrade it a bit. And it uses light bullets, that's pretty good. And it's pretty decent damage on top of that. It is only a pistol though. So instead, what I want to do is I want to make, this plasma rifle upgraded. And this assault rifle ultra, I want to make it the N-ray damage. So let's do that. Alright, N-ray. Then we're going to give it a barrel, which is the rate of fire, since this is way slower. And I want to give it a lesser spread. Okay. Oh, let's do that. And then I think this is going to be our plasma rifle for now. We can put away one of our guns. And maybe, just maybe, I want to make another weapon. Hold on, what are we getting rid of again? This, yeah. Oh, no, wrong side of the thing and jiggle. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Nope, not in the market for this weapon anymore. And then, let's see, I have some mods here. Damage type plasma. Shock. I'm looking for... Oh no, I don't have any more. That's fine, I guess. I'll just give it an extended magazine then, I guess. Let's see. So, what we're gonna get... Wait, did we modded this? Yeah. Alright, then I want... Yeah, put a silencer on there, sure, why not? And then, oh, we have way too many of these on us right now. And let's just mod this weapon to up the damage a bit. We can't upgrade it further. Alright, not this as well. So what are we looking at here? We need to upgrade our plasma rifle a bit. Not interested in that. Yeah, magazine size being higher is what I like. Yeah, I'd like an extendo sight on this. I'm not interested in that barrel though. Do I not have a better barrel? Let's see. Critical damage. Yeah, there. We'll definitely take that off your hands. Alright, we need to extend this magazine as well. Okay, so let's put the critical damage higher. Yep. Then we need to upgrade our sniper rifle. Bigger magazine size, I like that. And we need another fun times. Actually, yeah. Never mind. I want a silencer on this. Too bad it doesn't show, or maybe it does. No, it doesn't show. Tinker. It's fine as is. Okay. I think we've done enough here. Do we have any other weapons we need to mod? Having a silencer on this might be good. Actually, we have all of it installed. We don't need a sight on this weapon. Maybe a silencer on the plasma rifle can be good. Okay. Let's sleep and save. Okay. So. Let's eat some food. Oops. Not what I wanted to do. Eat food. Nom noms. And then drink some of this water. And then put our stuff in the bank. Want to get rid of all this stuff. Taking up inventory space. And we'll need to figure out what to do with this shit. There we go. Okay. That's good. That's good. Alright. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, and thank you for watching.